Welcome back, my friends, to Secrets of US Coins, the channel that uncovers the hidden treasures hiding right in your pocket change. Every day, I bring you faithful, trustful, and newly updated truths from the world of rare and valuable coins. What you're about to see is not fiction, it's reality. Coins so valuable that if you're lucky enough to own even one of them, it could transform your life overnight. Today, we're diving deep into 7 ultra-rare, most valuable US coins that collectors are chasing in today's auction markets, where prices are soaring like never before. These are not just coins. These are treasures, pieces of history that carry secrets, power, and unbelievable wealth potential. So stay with me until the very end, because I promise, by the time you finish this video, you'll never look at your spare change the same way again. Let's start with coin number 1. And believe me, this one is going to shock you. Coin number 1. When we talk about Jefferson nickels, most people think of them as everyday coins, common ordinary pocket change worth only 5 cents. But what if I told you that among these ordinary nickels lies a rare beauty that has completely stunned collectors and taken the market by storm? Let's travel back to 2019. The Denver Mint was striking millions of Jefferson nickels, a design first introduced in 1938 to honor the 3rd U.S. President Thomas Jefferson. The obverse features Jefferson's portrait, sharp, dignified, representing leadership and history. On the reverse, Monticello, his famous Virginia home, stands proudly as a national symbol. This design has been part of American coinage for decades, but here's the twist. Out of the millions minted in 2019, some nickels emerged with unique features that set them apart forever. One such coin is this 2019 Jefferson nickel with D mint mark. At first glance, you might see what appears to be just another nickel, but look closer. The surface shows mysterious black spots, almost like natural tattoos on the coin's silver-gray skin. To most, this might look like a flaw, but to collectors, it's a rare marker of uniqueness. This imperfection gives the coin a personality, a story, and a one-of-a-kind visual that makes it stand out from the ocean of ordinary nickels. And here's where the suspense deepens. Not only does this coin carry the Denver Mint stamp, not only does it display these striking black-toned spots, but it has also survived in fine condition, showing clear details of Jefferson's portrait and Monticello's architecture. That combination, date, mint mark, condition, and natural uniqueness, has transformed it into one of the most sought-after modern nickels. Collectors around the world are hungry for coins that break the mold. They crave coins that are scarce, mysterious, and that carry the spark of rarity. This 2019 Jefferson nickel with D mint mark is exactly that. Every day, more people are realizing how few of these coins exist in collectible condition, and the demand keeps climbing. Now let's talk about what everyone's been waiting for, the market value. Hold onto your seats, because this will shock you. In today's auction market, this Jefferson nickel, yes, the very coin most people overlook in their pocket change, is commanding a staggering $11,000. That's right, $11,000 for a single 5-cent coin. And don't think for a second that this is some passing trend. The market value of this coin is increasing day by day. The hunger for rare coins is exploding worldwide, and prices like these are proof. If you hold one, you're not just holding a nickel. You're holding a big treasure, a powerful symbol of wealth that could change your financial story overnight. It is absolutely current, absolutely real, and absolutely breathtaking. For collectors, the tip here is simple. Never underestimate modern coins. Keep your eyes sharp Check every detail and never dismiss a coin because it looks too new. History is being written every single day, and modern rarities like this are the perfect example. Condition matters, mint marks matter, and unique surface features matter. Together, they create magic. So let me conclude this coin story with a truth that I always share with my viewers. This Jefferson nickel is not just money, it is treasure. It's proof that secrets still hide in plain sight, waiting for the faithful eyes of collectors like you. Stay alert, stay passionate, and keep your collection alive with energy, because you never know when the next miracle coin will find its way into your hands. And remember, this is Secrets of US Coins, your most trusted channel, bringing you newly updated knowledge, faithful truths, and the kind of stories that transform ordinary pocket change into extraordinary treasure. Now, that was only coin number 1, and we have 6 more incredible coins to reveal, each more exciting and unbelievable than the last. Stay with me, because the treasure hunt has just begun. Coin number 2. The Jefferson nickel has been part of American history for nearly a century. Since its first minting in 1938, it has carried the face of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse, a design meant to honor one of America's founding fathers, the author of the Declaration of Independence and the visionary president whose legacy still shapes the nation. On the reverse, Monticello, his elegant Virginia home, stands as a reminder of his lasting influence. Now, you might think that by 1996, the Jefferson nickel was so common that no one would even look at it twice. After all, millions rolled out of the Denver Mint that year, marked with the D mint mark that identified their origin. But in the vast ocean of 1996 nickels, one small group emerged as extraordinary, so rare, so unique, that today they are treated not as everyday currency, but as powerful treasures in the collector's world. What makes the 1996 Jefferson nickel with the D mint mark stand out? It begins with its condition. Most coins from the 1990s circulated heavily, passed from hand to hand, scratched, worn, and beaten down by time. But when you find one preserved in fine condition, something magical happens. The shine is still alive. The sharp details of Jefferson's profile remain visible. Monticello's lines and curves are still strong. It becomes more than just a coin. It becomes a survivor, a messenger from the past, carrying a beauty that millions of its brothers and sisters lost long ago. But beauty alone isn't what makes it so valuable. The true power lies in rarity. Collectors have been chasing 1996 Jefferson nickels for decades, but the Denver Mint versions, in excellent condition, have become incredibly difficult to find. Each year, fewer and fewer surface. Many were lost, melted, or worn beyond recognition. Only a precious handful remain in collectible states. That scarcity, combined with condition, is what drives demand into the stratosphere. The coin I am describing today isn't just a Jefferson nickel. It's a rare treasure, a coin that whispers of history and resilience. And for collectors, owning such a coin isn't just about possession, it's about prestige. It's about holding something in your hands that so few people on Earth can ever claim to have. Now comes the part that will truly leave you breathless, the value. In today's auction market, this Jefferson nickel, with its 1996 date, its D mint mark, and its stunning fine condition, is commanding an unbelievable price. $55,000. Yes, you heard me right. $55,000 for a coin that most people still believe is worth only 5 cents. Think about that for a moment. The market is alive with hunger for coins like this. The value is not slowing down. It is rising day after day, month after month. This coin is not a curiosity. It is a big treasure, a financial weapon, a symbol of wealth disguised in plain sight. If you're lucky enough to find one, you're not holding a nickel. You're holding a golden opportunity. And let me emphasize again, this is absolutely current, absolutely faithful, and absolutely real. We're not talking about some dream of the future. We're talking about today's market right now. This coin is a living, breathing proof that modern rarities are rewriting the story of American coinage. For collectors watching this, here is your tip. Never underestimate the power of searching through your own coins, and never ignore the Jefferson nickel. Many people chase older silver coins or 19th century rarities, but the truth is modern treasures like the 1996 D Jefferson nickel are rising fastest in value today. Condition is everything. Protect your coins, learn to recognize mint marks, and study the small differences that separate the ordinary from the extraordinary. Let me conclude with this. The 1996 Jefferson nickel with the Denver mint mark is not simply a coin, it is a rare jewel in American numismatics. It represents patience, survival, rarity, and ultimate reward. To hold one is to hold something far greater than money. It is holding history, beauty, and the promise of wealth in the palm of your hand. And remember, friends, here at Secrets of US Coins, I bring you the truth, the faithful and newly updated facts about coins that most people overlook. While others may see spare change, we see treasures. This is your channel, your source, your faithful guide to uncovering the secrets that could make you rich overnight. Coin number 2 has just left you stunned, but we're only getting started. The next coins are even more powerful, even more breathtaking, and their stories will shake you with suspense. Stay tuned, because what comes next may just be the most shocking of all. Coin number 3. The United States Mint launched the 50-state quarters program in 1999, and it quickly became one of the most popular coin series in American history. Millions of people, both collectors and ordinary citizens, were suddenly searching their change, eager to find quarters representing their state. Every 5 new quarters released each year sparked excitement across the country. And in 2005, something remarkable was struck into history, the Oregon State Quarter. On the obverse, the familiar portrait of George Washington stands tall, as it has for decades, but it is the reverse that captures the heart. This design is nothing short of breathtaking. Crater Lake National Park, with its crystal waters, Wizard Island rising in the middle, and pine trees framing the scene. It's not just a coin, it's a window into one of the most beautiful natural wonders of America. But here's where the story turns from beauty to rarity. Most Oregon quarters were minted in massive numbers, but only a precious few survive today, with the traits that collectors crave. The Philadelphia Mint's P mark, preserved in very fine condition and carrying natural gray spots across the surface. Now you might ask, aren't spots a flaw? Not in the world of collectors. Those subtle gray tones, those natural marks of age and storage, give this coin personality and uniqueness. It tells a story. It proves authenticity. It shows that this isn't just another quarter fresh from circulation. It's one that has lived, survived, and aged with dignity. That uniqueness is what transforms it into treasure. Condition is critical. Very fine condition means the details remain sharp and strong. Washington's profile is still clear. Crater Lake's waters and Wizard Island still visible. This isn't a beaten-up, lifeless coin. It's alive, full of character, and ready to command attention in any serious collection. But what truly separates this coin from millions of others is rarity and demand. Collectors all over the world are desperate to complete their state quarter sets, and coins like this, rare mint marks, rare conditions, and rare unique features are the crown jewels. Imagine how many people collected Oregon quarters in 2005. Now imagine how few of those coins still exist today in very fine condition, with that Philadelphia P mark and distinctive toning. That is why the demand is sky high. And now, the moment you've been waiting for, the value. Prepare yourself, because this Oregon State quarter is not just a piece of change. In today's red-hot auction market, this coin is commanding an astonishing $40,000. Yes, $40,000 for a single quarter. Think about that for a moment. A coin worth 25 cents, by design, is now a big treasure, a financial powerhouse, a key that could unlock wealth in an instant. And here's the truth. You're not just hearing hype. This value is absolutely current, absolutely real, and it is climbing higher every single day. More collectors are entering the market. More people are chasing after modern rarities. And as demand surges, prices like these become the new normal. This is not just a quarter, it is wealth disguised in plain sight, a coin that could make you feel like you're holding a fortune in your hand. For collectors, here's the tip. Never stop looking at your state quarters. Many people treat them as common, but the reality is, rarities hide among them, especially those from the Philadelphia and Denver mints. Always check the condition. Always look for unique features. Protect them, preserve them, because these modern treasures are growing in value faster than most people realize. So let me conclude the story of the 2005 Oregon State Quarter with this. It is not just a celebration of American beauty, it is proof that history and wealth are still being struck into our coins even in modern times. It is proof that what many people see as ordinary can, under the right conditions, reveal itself as extraordinary. And for the lucky collector who holds it, this coin is more than money. It is treasure. And remember, my faithful viewers, this is Secrets of US Coins, your most trusted channel, where every day I bring you newly updated truths from the world of rare treasures. I promise you this, stay with me, because the coins that follow are even more breathtaking. We are only halfway through this treasure hunt, and the surprises waiting for you ahead are beyond imagination. Coin number 4. The State Quarters program was more than just coins. It was a national movement. Families across the United States collected them, schools taught about them, and people searched their change every day with excitement. And in 2005, one of the most breathtaking designs of the entire program was released, the West Virginia State Quarter. The reverse design is truly a masterpiece. It features the new River Gorge Bridge, one of the most iconic engineering wonders in America. Stretching majestically across the New River, the bridge is one of the longest steel arch bridges in the world. This coin doesn't just show a structure, it shows strength, ambition, and the human spirit of achievement. On the obverse, George Washington remains the symbol of American leadership, linking the past to the present. But among the millions of West Virginia quarters minted, a rare few carry secrets of great value. We are talking about the Philadelphia Mint's P marked quarter from 2005, preserved in very fine condition. And when we say very fine, we mean the details of Washington's face are still sharp, the bridge is clearly visible, and the lettering strong and proud. This is not the kind of coin you find worn down and lifeless. This is a survivor, a quarter that has defied circulation and stands as a beacon of rarity. Now here's where the suspense builds. Why is this coin so valuable? First, rarity. Though millions were minted, the number that remain in collectible condition is extremely small. Circulation destroyed the vast majority. People spent them without a thought. But for those very few coins that still exist in very fine condition, demand has skyrocketed. Second, the P Mint mark makes it even more desirable. Coins from the Philadelphia Mint often carry slightly different striking qualities, and collectors know that certain mint marks from the state quarter program are harder to find in high grade. That demand, combined with scarcity, turns the ordinary into the extraordinary. And finally, unique appeal. The West Virginia State Quarter has one of the most admired designs of the entire 50-state series. Collectors aren't just buying a coin, they're buying history, architecture, and beauty, all struck in metal. When you combine beauty with rarity, the market ignites. Now let's unveil what you've been waiting for, the market value. Today, this 2005 West Virginia quarter with the P Mint mark, in very fine condition, is valued at an astonishing $38,000. That's right, $38,000 for a coin that most people would still hand over in change without a second thought. And make no mistake, this isn't fiction. This isn't a dream. This is absolutely current, absolutely faithful, and absolutely true in today's auction markets. And here's the most exciting part. The value of this coin is not standing still. It is increasing day by day as collectors realize how rare and special these state quarters truly are. Owning one is like holding a hidden fortune, a big treasure that the world is just beginning to appreciate. For collectors, the lesson is crystal clear. Don't ignore modern coins and don't underestimate the state quarter series. Many people treat them as common, but hidden among them are coins like this, coins that could make you rich overnight. Always look closely at your change, pay attention to mint marks, and protect the coins you find. Because today's ordinary quarter could be tomorrow's treasure. So let me conclude the story of this remarkable coin with this thought. The 2005 West Virginia State Quarter is not just money. It is a symbol of American strength. It is a piece of art, and it is a treasure with a value that grows every single day. To hold one is to hold the kind of wealth that only a few will ever experience. And remember, you are watching Secrets of U.S. Coins, your faithful, trustful source for newly updated truths about the rarest treasures in the United States. I bring you the secrets others overlook, and I promise you this, the next coins on our list will shock you even more. We are only beginning this incredible journey, and the treasures waiting ahead are even greater. Coin number 5. By 2015, the U.S. Mint had already made history with its America the Beautiful Quarters program, a bold follow-up to the beloved State Quarters series. Each design celebrated historic sites, landmarks, and moments that shaped the identity of America. But among these releases, one stood out with striking symbolism and emotional weight, the Saratoga Quarter. The design is unforgettable. On the reverse, you see a historic moment from 1777. A sword being surrendered during the Battle of Saratoga, a turning point in the Revolutionary War. This wasn't just a battle, it was the moment when the balance of power shifted, and America's dream of freedom began to look unstoppable. The quarter captures this surrender, the passing of the sword, in a way that makes it more than a coin. It is a frozen piece of national pride and history. And on the obverse, George Washington anchors the design, steady and timeless as he has for centuries. Now let's uncover why this particular coin, the 2015 Saratoga Quarter with the Philadelphia Mint's P mark, struck in copper-nickel plated copper and preserved in very fine condition, is considered so rare. First, composition. While millions of Saratoga quarters were struck, the true treasures are those made of copper-nickel plated copper preserved beautifully against time. Most circulated heavily losing detail and luster, but a precious few survived with sharp details intact. In very fine condition, the artistry of the sword surrender is still visible in its full glory, the inscriptions crisp and proud. Second, rarity. The Philadelphia Mint struck large numbers, but very few were set aside in collectible states. The rest vanished into circulation, where scratches, wear, and damage erase their beauty. Today, finding one in very fine condition with a P mint mark is like striking gold in a river of pebbles. And third, collector demand. The Saratoga design is one of the most symbolic in the entire America the Beautiful series. Collectors worldwide are racing to complete their sets, and the rarest, best-preserved examples of each state or national site coin are skyrocketing in value. The Saratoga quarter, with its Revolutionary War theme, holds a special place in the hearts of patriotic collectors, making it even more sought after. Now comes the part you've been waiting for, the market value. And here is where it gets thrilling. This quarter, once worth only 25 cents, is now commanding a jaw-dropping $18,500 in today's auction market. That's right, $18,500 for a modern quarter. And don't think for a second that this value is inflated or fictional. It is absolutely current, absolutely faithful, and absolutely real. The market for rare U.S. coins is red hot, and this coin's price is climbing higher every single day. To hold one of these quarters is not to hold pocket change. It is to hold a big treasure, a piece of wealth disguised in one of the smallest forms possible. For collectors watching, here's the tip. Never underestimate America the Beautiful quarters. Just like the State Quarter series, they hold hidden gems that can shock you with their value. Look closely at mint marks, study the condition, and always protect coins that look special. Because one day, the coin you overlooked could reveal itself as a fortune. Let me end the story of the Saratoga quarter with this truth. This coin is more than metal. It is a symbol of American victory, an artwork in miniature, and a treasure chest in your palm. It is a coin that proves beyond all doubt that the value of history never fades. It only grows. And here at Secrets of Use Coins, I will continue to bring you these faithful, newly updated truths, because while others see just spare change, we see fortunes. The Saratoga quarter is an absolute marvel, but the journey isn't over. The next coin on our list is even more breathtaking, and I promise it will leave you stunned. Stay with me, because the treasure hunt only grows richer from here. Coin number 6. By 2020, the America the Beautiful Quarters program was nearing its end. For more than a decade, these coins had celebrated the nation's most iconic parks and landmarks, capturing America's natural beauty in small, shining masterpieces. But among the final releases, one stood out with an aura of mystery and fascination, the Salt River Bay Quarter. The reverse design is striking and unforgettable. It features the delicate young mangrove trees sprouting in the Virgin Islands Salt River Bay National Historical Park and Ecological Preserve. These mangroves are more than plants. They are life itself, protectors of shorelines and symbols of rebirth and strength. On the obverse, George Washington remains as timeless as ever, a constant figure tying each of these coins together. At first glance, many people dismissed the 2020 Salt River Bay Quarter as just another addition to the series. But hidden in plain sight were treasures, coins minted at the Philadelphia Mint, marked with the bold P, struck in copper-nickel-plated copper and surviving in beautiful fine condition. And those few coins, my friends, are now rewriting the value of modern coinage. Think about it. 2020 was a year of chaos, a year when many coins were hoarded, shortages hit, and circulation patterns changed forever. Millions of quarters were minted, yes, but very few were preserved in collectible condition. The Philadelphia Mint issues, in particular, became rarities almost overnight. To find one today in fine condition, showing sharp details of the mangrove design, is like stumbling upon hidden treasure. And here's the key: the demand for these modern rarities is exploding. Collectors who once overlooked recent coins are now desperately seeking them, realizing that scarcity can happen in any era, not just centuries ago. The Salt River Bay Quarter, with its hauntingly beautiful design and low survival rate in collectible condition, has become one of the most talked about coins of the entire series. Now, let's unlock the suspense and reveal what everyone is waiting for: the market value. Prepare yourself, because this coin, born in 2020, is commanding an incredible $8,500 in today's auction market. That's right, $8,500 for a modern quarter. A coin still so fresh in our memory, yet already transformed into a big treasure. And this isn't speculation. It is absolutely current, absolutely faithful, and absolutely real. Every day, more collectors are realizing the importance of modern treasures like this. Every day, the price is rising higher. What was once a 25-cent coin is now a doorway to wealth, proof that treasures aren't just hidden in the past. They are being struck into existence right before our eyes. For collectors, here's the vital tip: never underestimate modern coins, especially those from key years like 2020. Pay attention to mint marks, study the details, and guard your finds carefully. Because while many chase the old classics, the modern treasures are quietly becoming the next giants of the market. So let me close the story of the Salt River Bay Quarter with this truth. This coin is not just currency, it is a living story of resilience, of rarity, and of treasure hiding in plain sight. Owning one is not owning spare change. It is owning a piece of wealth, a symbol of how history and fortune collide in the world of US coinage. And remember, you are watching Secrets of US Coins, your faithful and trustful guide to uncovering the newly updated truths of the rarest treasures in America's pocket change. The Salt River Bay Quarter is an unbelievable find, but we are not done yet. Because the next coin, coin number 7, may just be the most astonishing of all. Stay with me, the finale is coming. Coin number 7. Sometimes the fortune of a lifetime is resting quietly in your pocket, waiting for the right pair of eyes to discover it. And tonight, we arrive at the 7th treasure of our journey. A coin that looks so ordinary, yet behind its face lies a secret worth nearly $50,000. Friends, this is not a myth, not a rumor, but a real treasure, one that could change your life overnight. We're talking about the USA Virginia State Quarter, minted in the year 2000 at the Denver Mint, proudly carrying the D Mint mark and surviving in very fine condition. This coin, though just a quarter to most people, has become one of the shining stars of the State Quarter series, commanding prices today that would make your heart race. But how could such a modern coin carry so much weight in the collector's world? Let's unfold the story. When the year 2000 arrived, the U.S. Mint was still early in its historic 50 State Quarters program, one of the most ambitious projects in American coinage. Each quarter was designed to honor one of the 50 states, and in 2000, Virginia stepped into the spotlight. The coin celebrates the 400th anniversary of Jamestown, the first permanent English settlement in North America, founded in 1607. The design on the reverse is breathtaking. It shows three ships, the Susan Constant, the Godspeed, and the Discovery, those legendary vessels that brought the first settlers to the Virginia shores. The engraving is both intricate and symbolic, a story of exploration, hope, and endurance forever captured in copper and nickel. The obverse, of course, bears the timeless portrait of George Washington, linking this modern state quarter with the proud tradition of U.S. currency. The coin itself is struck in copper-nickel-clad composition, a standard for quarters in this series. But what sets it apart is not simply its design, it is its rarity, its survival, and the condition that makes collectors chase it with unshakable passion. Now let's talk about what makes the 2000 with D Virginia quarter so unique. While millions were minted, only a fraction survived in collectible, very fine condition. And within that fraction lies a smaller group that carries striking details, sharper features, and almost flawless preservation. The D Mint mark from the Denver Mint tells a story of production quirks and regional distribution. Many of these coins entered heavy circulation and were quickly worn down, tossed in jars, and forgotten. But those that remain crisp, with the three ships clearly visible, are considered treasures. Every detail on those sails, every wave beneath the hulls, every curve of Washington's profile, all of it adds to the allure. The Virginia quarter also taps into deep American history. Collectors aren't just buying a coin, they are buying a piece of the story of Jamestown, the dawn of a new era and the birth of a nation. It's not just metal, it's heritage, encapsulated. And here's where the suspense rises even higher. While countless state quarters are still floating in circulation, the 2000 with D Virginia quarter, in very fine condition, has proven to be a collector's magnet. Auction houses have seen fierce bidding wars. Private collectors are quietly offering staggering amounts, and every day the market whispers louder. This coin is not ordinary. The demand isn't slowing down, it's exploding. Each year, fewer and fewer pristine examples remain. Each year, more collectors realize they missed the chance to hold one. And when supply dwindles while demand climbs, there's only one direction the price can go: up, up, and up again. So what is this treasure worth today? Hold your breath, because this is no small figure. The year 2000 with D Virginia State Quarter, in very fine condition, is commanding a jaw-dropping $48,500 in today's auction market. Yes, you heard me right. $48,500 for a single quarter that once rattled in pockets as everyday change. This is absolutely current, absolutely true, and absolutely faithful to the market as it stands today. And listen carefully, it's not done rising. The market value of this coin is increasing day by day. Wait a little longer, and its worth will climb even higher. This isn't fiction, it is treasure. It is wealth. It is a big fortune, wrapped in copper and nickel. Owning this coin means you aren't holding pocket change. You're holding a treasure chest condensed into the size of a coin. For those of you watching, dreaming of uncovering one of these coins, here's my faithful advice. Search carefully through your jars, your old rolls of quarters, your forgotten boxes. Focus on the year 2000 and always look for that bold D Mint mark. Pay attention to condition. Details matter. Sharpness matters. A very fine condition coin is your doorway to treasure. Protect it, guard it, and never let it slip away unnoticed. If you're purchasing, do so wisely. Only buy from reputable dealers or auctions where authenticity is guaranteed. Because trust me, when you're spending thousands, you want absolute confidence that your coin is the real treasure. So here we are, standing at the end of this incredible journey. The 2000D Virginia State Quarter is not just another collectible, it is a symbol of how history, rarity, and condition can transform ordinary money into extraordinary wealth. Nearly $50,000 in one coin. Imagine that. What was once 25 cents in a soda machine can now unlock the dreams of collectors worldwide. Remember this truth. Every coin tells a story, and every pocket may hide a fortune. You just need the knowledge, the patience, and the faith to find it. And that's why you're here, with us, because this channel, Secrets of US Coins, is your most trustful, faithful source, updated daily with the freshest and truest discoveries from the world of coin collecting. So stay with me, treasure seekers, because every episode, every story, every coin we uncover is not just history. It is opportunity, it is excitement, and it could very well be your next fortune. Keep your eyes sharp, your hands steady, and your faith strong. The next treasure may already be in your pocket. This is Secrets of US Coins, where we reveal the treasures of America's coinage, one hidden fortune at a time. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because tomorrow we may unlock the secret of the next coin that could make you rich overnight. Until then, keep hunting, keep believing, and never forget, the treasure is real.